コメント練習前のシチェです。本日はフィンランドの東大に嫁ってみたイエーイということでスペシャルゲストをお呼びしております。どうぞ。おはようございます。お願いします。
こんにちは。自己紹介。
自己紹介お願いします。
はい。こんにちは皆さん。僕はヤンね。ヘルシンキ大学の3年生、はい3年生。
3年生
です。
はい。
僕はソーシャルサイエンスの勉強する。本日はちょっとヘルシンキ大学のセントラルキャンパスの
セントラルキャンパス
のいろんな建物の紹介をしようと思ってます。
お願いします。
でも、僕の日本語はまだちょっと、まだペラペラじゃないけど、ちょっと英語で紹介をした
全然
つもり。
ありがとうございます。
ということで、来月、札幌に留学をしに行く。
お、札幌大学。
北海道大学。
はい、北海道大学。
ちょっと、I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry.
Okay.
とても、what's excited?
楽しみです。
楽しみです。
Yeah.
とても楽しみです。
とても楽しみです。Okay. So, chemistry.
はい。Let's start.
Let's go.
So we're here.
So the buildings with color are like
University
buildings.
Yes. So it's actually a pretty good way to see it.
So what a major?
My major is global development studies. It's sort of like contemporary politics, like what's going on in the world. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Usually in this area, all of my courses. Basically, this region is, if you're in like social sciences, it's going to be this region. There's a nice model to show everything. But yeah, so we're here and we'll continue towards the library and then probably go back and check out the language center because I have lectures there. And then we can go outside, check out these buildings next, and then maybe here, so we can do like a little tour that way. All right, 続きましょう。
Okay.
This is the Alexandria Library building. Course books here, lots of material, but actually I have never taken any book from here because all of my material has been provided as like PDF files or
So ebooks.
Yeah, because I usually just have to read articles or studies that are online, but usually there's also an option to get it from here. So there's also like a lot of stuff here you probably need for your studies. And it's just nice to come here and sit down and work on projects. So, what am I saying? So here is the cathedral, and then right next to this is the National Library.
National Library.
Which you don't really find a reason to go there to find any like university material because most of the course books and other material is going to be there in the
Alexandria.
Yes. But here, this is for like official and historical documents, old theses and dissertations, and honestly, it's just a really cool building. So we might as well check it out as well.
Okay.
Nice natural light. If you want to, you can come here to just enjoy the quiet and the being surrounded by all these old works. This is still maintained by the university, and it was founded in, I believe, 1640. Very long ago. But for example, this book too says Helsinki University Library. So these are all owned by the university.
It's kind of national library, but kind of Helsinki University Library.
Yes. It is owned by the Helsinki University, but is upon the title of the National Library.
What are these books about?
Sourcebook in Christian political thought.
Christian political thought.
Yes, interesting.
That's a big topic.
Yes, interesting.
Cool.
For example, my Japanese classes have been here.
Who teaches Japanese in Helsinki University?
So my courses are in the Open University because languages are not my major.
Yeah.
There's a couple of different professors for people who study Japanese as their major. But in the Open University, which is free for everyone, there is this professor called Pia Matilainen, and she's very nice. She's done all of my courses. She has to do all of the Open University Japanese courses. She's so busy, but she's so nice. So with her, I've studied for
That's kind of different taste from our university building.
Yes, because that's very kind of
Yeah, like modern one.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I think both are good.
Yeah.
But I like this one as well.
Looks like a castle.
Yeah.
Hey, is it actually connected to metro station?
I'm not sure. Well, we can go down and check. I've never gone directly to the metro station, but it's at least completely close to it. And everything here is very close to the Helsinki University metro station, so because of the name. So it's very convenient.
Connected, obviously. It is. It must be.
First time I've seen this. So you don't have to go outside at all. Well, we can go out and let's go to the our science school.
How did you get to know the Kendo?
Well, I was looking at the club listing in the university. I wanted to do some kind of fencing or sword fighting, and I saw the price for the basic course in fencing. It was 300 euros, and then I saw the price for the basic course in Boyu Kendo, and it was 30 euros. So I was like, okay, I'll go to the Kendo, and I have not regretted it since because I love it. It's the people there are wonderful. Join Helsinki University Kendo.
From this link here.
やる石が1個数十万するやつらしいって前テレビで言ったの。
So for public bicycles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you have to get a card or a license for a season. Over the summer, and then you can get them.
So it's not the same card as HSL card?
No, it's a private thing. By
okay.
So these steps lead to
Yeah.
for the science corner, which has a nice cafe and study.
Thanks. ありがとうございます。
Sometimes they have public speech events here, or debates or discussions. You can see that they have the chairs. Yes, panels.
There's studying space upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
We go upstairs. and
Upstairs, yeah.
downstairs.
And the upstairs and
Both.
downstairs. Okay. Actually, I come here quite often to study.
Yes, it's very nice because
Yeah.
quiet and
There's free
plenty of
Wi-Fi.
space. That's
Yeah.
true as well. They have Wi-Fi.
It's one of the biggest point.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then of course one more staircase downwards takes you to the Unisport gym. There's a few different ones in Helsinki, but this is the one in the center. The student price for that is only 13 euros per month, so it's very cheap.
For students.
For students, yes. For non-student, it's
Not people in general.
yes, it's the same price as other gyms. But if you are a student at Helsinki University, it's very convenient. And of course, then you can immediately go here to study in the same building. So it's very convenient, and it's just very convenient because almost every space has like these places to charge laptops and phones. So people often come here to work electronically, which is basically all of university work these days. I don't often do things on pen and paper anymore, so it's very convenient to just have a laptop in your backpack and then come here to work.
What is that room for? Like, doing for what?
Usually people, if they want to have like group study sessions or they're working on like a group project, you can meet here, which I sometimes do, but if you want to have more of a focused session where you don't have to worry about volume as much and you want to make sure that you have the space you need, you should probably book one of these rooms. And these are just scientific and social books. Look at this Moomin Troll and the shooting star. I love the artwork.
Yeah, it is so good. But I love their like graphics of animation as well.
Yes,
That is also good.
It is a great style,
Yeah.
and I think they took the style of Tove Jansson and turned it very well into the animation. So
And they made it in Japan.
the
Yeah.
animation was made in Japan,
Yeah.
and it was a Dutch studio who produced it. And I actually have talked to the man who was first approached to make the series, who was American. He was Phil Mendes. He had his own animation studio in America, I believe Los Angeles, and they sent him Moomin books. They were like, "Please, do you want to make a show about this?" And they look at, and he shows them to his workers, and they're like, "What is this? Moomins? Hippos? I don't understand. This is bad. No, we don't do this. Someone else." And then they gave the rights to a Dutch studio and the Japanese animators, and it became one of the like
One of the most
biggest-
popular when it-
one of the most
Yeah.
popular like children's series in many countries. So he regrets it now.
Yeah.
But you know, it happens. It's interesting. So it will take I don't know how long, but for now there's no lectures in the main building.
Nothing.
We were just like, I don't know.
Well, I was filming you,
Yeah.
and
I'm sorry, but I have not really been here a lot. I have only been in like one party here in the yard, and,
Okay.
and I even forgot what the name of this building is. But
well, anyway.
I assume it has lectures inside.
Yeah.
Oh yes, this is called Topelia. Now I remember. So this building, Topelia, I don't know
Topelia.
what it's for. There's probably people studying. I don't know what they're studying. I've never been here.
Topelia, what does it mean?
It's just a name. It doesn't really.
Just a name.
Yeah. Over there is the back entrance to Thirsty Scholar, which is a bar that has very cheap student prices. So usually when students go drinking, they would often go to Thirsty Scholar. But yeah, in the summer actually they put in like tables and seats here in this yard for the bar. But here in the winter, people don't really like to drink outside for some reason.
Yeah.
That's about all I know for this place.
It hasn't turned 4 yet. And do you think there's some lectures ongoing?
Maybe.
Because in high school, every class is finished, till 4 at latest. And in like office, I think all the work finishes at 4. I guess.
Well, lectures generally, especially in Helsinki University, I think this is the case for most Finnish universities. They don't really tend to follow a strict schedule day by day. It's usually in that range, either 10 to 12, 12 to 2, or 2 to 4. And what we have is this thing called the academic 15 minutes, which is that if something is scheduled for 10 to 12, it'll begin 15 past 10 and it will end 15 minutes before 12. But today, I believe right now, it's also what we would call a
in between week or väliviikko, where it's between the changing periods, because we have 4 periods. Usually, like during this week, when it's like changing, you would have like the final exams of courses and stuff like that. So I don't think there are many lectures going on this week actually. So I don't know if there's many people studying inside.
Fair enough.
So this building is the kind of the home base of the social sciences faculty, and then the yard especially has been under construction for a while. I do think they're finishing up soon. But I haven't gotten the chance to do courses here yet. Maybe in my master's studies. But yes, we can check if the gate is open, but I doubt it because I think they're still working on it.
Yeah.
So the gate is actually open for the first time in like a while.
Okay. Oh, it's so pretty.
Yes, there's often outdoor activities here, like
Outdoor activities.
yes, like parties or movie nights or stuff like that in the social sciences region of studies. That place is called Kuppala, which means like Syphilisville, Syphilis town.
Syphilis.
Yes, it's a sexually transmitted disease.
Ah.
Because I believe back in the day it used to be a hospital for sexual diseases. So it has retained the unfortunate name. Bit of self-ironically.
Okay.
But there's a basement there where they host many parties. Because as you join a university, you realize that it is as much for studying as it is for socializing and having parties with other students. So this building is called Snellmania, which
Snellmania.
Snellmania, which comes from
Snellman.
Snellman, yes.
Do you mean that's Snellman?
That's Snellman, yes. So he was a part of the National Romantic movement in the late 19th century, which was like these artists and writers who came together kind of in a club to be like, hey, Finland should be independent. We should do something about that. They were like, we need to make so much art and writing and stuff like that about the Finnish experience, the Finnish culture, so people gain the identity of being a proud Finnish person, so we can become independent from Russia, which we were part of back then. And well, I suppose it worked, because in 1917 we gained independence after the October Revolution, and then we were like, hey, Russia, I mean Soviet Union, whatever you are, can I be independent? And they're like, okay. And then we became independent. And so these men have gone down in history. This building is Metsätalo, or the forest house.
Yeah.
It's a very kind of compact building, because everything you see here is what you get. So there's this central area, and there's a Unicafe downstairs. Pretty busy street as well. Right now in the winter these trees are kind of, gray, but in the summer they are all in leaves and green and blooming, so that's where it gets its name. These planted.
Forest house. Yeah. What is that towel for?
I don't know. But we can check this out.
Yeah. Thank you.
So here you can see that there are not many lectures going on today. 7 lectures in the whole building, which is usually a lot more in different courses.
Unicafe, is that for like only Helsinki University, or it doesn't?
I think the Unicafe chain is only in Helsinki University, but the price of $290 or $280 for a Unimeal, it's the same in the whole country, but
I guess so.
It's different chains and different restaurants. Oh, it's closed on.
というわけで、本日はヘルシンキ大学の、キャンパスをヤンネ・サラさんに、案内していただきました。いかがでしたでしょうか。So, I have the biggest question for today. How hard is it to get into Helsinki University?
Well, I think it of course depends on the faculty and what you want to study. It also, I think, depends a lot on if you are a Finnish or foreign student, because for Finnish students the process is quite different than when you are applying with entrance exams and stuff like that as a foreign student. For example, for Finnish students, a big portion of the way to get in is our high school performance and our matriculation exam scores, which is like the last exams we do in high school. So, for example, I got in with my scores. I did not have to do the entrance exam, but that was also because it was just the beginning of COVID and they wanted to do less in-person exams. But I don't think Helsinki University is like harder than like many other universities. It's not like Cambridge or Harvard or these kind of like prestige. It's of course very good, but there's enough space for like many students to join, and I think they have a very big focus on like getting foreign students as well, because it's just the policy in this sort of like Helsinki region where they want to like invite people from all over the world to study. So I think as long as like you know what you want to study and you have a good reason to do so, often you want to give them a reason why they should accept you, like I want to study this, I'm interested in this, and I have done this before, so it makes me good to do this, kind of having this sort of idea of what are you good at, what do you want to do, and not just like I want to come to Finland to do something, but like I want to come to Finland to study the Finnish educational system, I want to study the Finnish geography, stuff like that. If you have a good concept of what you want to do, it's not like the hardest thing in the world.
Okay. So, チャンスがあります。皆さん頑張って。
ね。
ありがとうございます。
もういいの？バイバイとかチャンネル登録よろしくねとか言うのかなと思って。
Can you actually say that like it can be in English or like
It can be anything.
okay? So might be train Japanese. So
Okay.
then we can learn it.
Japanese lesson?
Yeah. So
授業を始める。
チャンネル登録。
チャンネル登録。
Yeah.
登録。Is that to subscribe?
Yeah, subscribe. Yeah.
してください or
チャンネル登録
する
よろしくお願いします。
はい。皆さん、チャンネル登録よろしくお
高評価もお
願いしま
願いします。イェーイ。バイバイ。